Hey guys, how are we all doing? I hope we are. Just for a second. Hello? Sorry, who what? Oh, hi. Oh, V. Hi, how you doing? V for me, Fifth and Wade. Check her out. Yep, so what was that? Oh. Oh, that's interesting. 5 handmade essentials, you say? That sounds, yeah, that does sound very good. Sorry, what? What? Me? Oh, that's nice. Oh, so you want me to talk about my 5 essential handmade items? Yeah? Sorry, you keep breaking up. Yeah, 5 handmade essentials. Oh, okay, cool. I'll add that to my schedule of videos. So what? You want me to drop what I'm doing and make the video now? Time is of the essence? Okay, yeah, sure. I'm happy to do that. You know, I'm pretty flexible. No, again, thank you for considering me. Yeah. Just one thing. How did you get my number? Hey guys, how are we all doing? I hope we are well. Don't worry, no phone calls were made during the making of that skit. It was just a bit of a fun introduction to today's video, which is 5 handmade essentials, or how should I say, hashtag 5 handmade essentials. This is a relatively new hashtag started by Sarah of Knottygnome Crafts, and it was just her way of talking about some of her 5 core items that she has made over the time that she feels that everybody should know about, and rather than keeping the hashtag to herself, she kindly opened it out to all the sewers she could think of, and as like any network, it's all spread out and it's all got further and further until you get little old me. Thank you, V of 85th and Wade, for nominating me. I do have a couple of nominations myself for the video to pass it forward, but anyway, what are we talking about? What is the 5 essential handmade items? How we break this down is we have a top, a bottom, which can be trousers, skirt, or shorts, culottes, whatever, a one piece, a layering piece, and a wild card. So I get to have a bit of fun with that one. Now, some of these you'll have seen me make, so if I've got a video to them, I will link them up above and down below so you can find out what I've done and a bit more about each item. However, I made some of these items way before I had a YouTube channel, so there are no videos, but I've got some little images so you can see what I have made in the past. So, without further ado, let's start with number 1, the top. Now, I bet you're thinking I'm going to be saying something about a Freya top by a certain Tilly and the Buttons, and you'll be wrong. Yeah. No, I've actually decided that my essential top is the Lark Tee by Grainline Studios. Now, I made this a long time ago, but I can still remember making it, and this is a sort of go-to top. It is a classic 4 different ways of wearing a t-shirt: long sleeve, short sleeve, boat neck or high neck. This is the sort of thing that if you're looking to rebuild your wardrobe completely from scratch, you want something like this. It's quick and easy to make. It's you can make it with stretch, and I probably believe if you fiddle around with a pattern, you can make it out of a cotton, but it's mainly for sort of stretch materials. And it is just something that you can wear with skirts, you can wear them with jeans, you can wear them with trousers. They are your go-to. They are the sort of thing that you would originally maybe have gone to your local shop to buy a pack of 2 or 3, but you know you've made them, and you've made them in a really lovely fabric. I made mine out of a jersey cotton with blue stripes and some flowers over it. It looked lovely and I love wearing it. It's just a really, really good standard top which everybody needs. Number 2, bottoms. Are very rude. No, I am going to be talking about Tilly and the Buttons here. I cannot leave my girl Tilly out of this when it comes to essential go-to items. And I'm going to be talking about the Bibi skirt. This is from her stretch book, and again, it's a stretch pencil skirt, and it is as wonderfully simple as it sounds. It is brilliant for the office, really nice actually for a date night. If you dress it up a little bit, depending what fabric you can make it short, you can make it long, you can do a slit up the side. I decided I was going to do like a two color tone way for both the skirts I made. I've made this twice now, and they are done and dusted in less than half a day. Once you sorted out the fittings and stuff like that. But really, once you get your skirt pattern done, you can be knocking these out of the park on the day you're supposed to be wearing it. It is just a classic, and I paired this with, on many occasions actually, with the Lark tees. You can see there's a similarity in some of the patterns there, you'll see. But it is something that I would consider essential. Actually, when I say office, I also mean you could probably certainly get away with it as an interview skirt. I can't recommend it enough. So easy to put together. Another stretch fabric, but especially if you're looking to get into stretch fabrics, these are so simple as well. You know, you can really cut your teeth on that particular skirt, and you'll be wearing something really, really pretty, really, really classic. What's not to love about that? Number 3, the one piece. Now, I could have got my jumpsuit. I could have done, but that would have been another chilly in the buttons, and let's mix it up a little bit here. And I'm going to go for my Merchant and Mills factory dress. Now, I've had a little vlog about it. It's one of my very first vlogs, actually, about making the process, going to start from finish. Now, this is such a classic shape. That's why it's essential. It's a classic, simple shape, and sometimes you want something that's going to be light, a bit airy, but not necessarily floaty. Maybe you don't like those tier dresses, and this dress does it all. It's a simple T shape, a little bit of shaping here, a little bit of shaping there, but it's something that I think is an essential because it is just such a classic. You can wear it with jeans. You could wear it with jeans actually if you make it a bit shorter, but with leggings, with tights, without tights. You know, it's a nice workaday dress. It's a nice, you can make it like a house dress. It's really versatile, and that's one of the things that makes it essential. But it's also, again, another really simple thing to sew. Absolutely an essential of mine. 4, layer. Now, not Princess Leia, no, layers. A layering piece. Now, I don't really make too many of these. I tend not to. I don't know why, and I think I should probably correct that. But I do have one. It was a very recent make, and it is the Twig and Tail Pathfinder vest. So what makes it essential? Because it's a classic shape, especially for those of us with a little bit of shapeage going on. The princess lines make it really, really flattering, and it is again another versatile piece. I made mine out of tweed. You could make it out of any other slightly heavier wools. You could make it out of cottons. You can make it slightly lighter, slightly heavier. You could probably even bling it up a bit. But it's something to throw on when the weather's beginning to turn a bit. It's maybe just autumny time or sort of like early spring, something where sometimes it's still a little bit warm, but it's not that warm. You need to wear a layer of some kind, and that's what I love about this. It is a simple, quick make. I made mine complicated because I had some issues. You'll see if you watch the video, but that was me overcomplicating it. The make itself, again, maybe slightly more challenging maybe than the Merchant and Mills and the Bibi skirt, but this is the sort of thing as you progress up. Your essentials doesn't always have to be 100% simple. They can be a little bit challenging, and I think with the princess seam sometimes it can be a bit of a challenge if you're not used to trying to manipulate everything. But I think it's incredibly flattering. It's a nice, for me, it's a nice length as well. I don't have to do anything to it, and again, it's something that you can dress up, dress down, and depending on what you make out of it, it's good for finishing off slightly larger scraps. In fact, actually, I think Twig and Tail like the patchwork feel. That's kind of what they had in mind when putting it together. So again, you can wear it with skirts, you can wear it with leggings, you can wear it with jeans, you can wear it with trousers. You're walking a dog, you're in the garden, just something because it covers up the core, so it keeps it warm, but your arms are free, so you get to kind of get a little bit cool. So yeah, definitely, I do recommend for the layer Twig and Tail Pathfinder vest. Number 5. Where am I going to go? Self-drafted, historical. Jumpsuits? No, none of those. I'm going to go vintage. I know, shock horror. something a little bit different. And I'm going to go for the style print pattern 1028, which is a versatile dress in itself, because it's either a skirt, it can be a full pinafore, it can be a full dress, and it's a lovely classic line. But wait for it, you don't need a petticoat for it. I know, shocking, shocking. Well, that's why I think it was one of the essentials. I think a lot of people sometimes want to get into vintage, but maybe a bit like me, they're put off with the number of petticoats, because some dresses, some skirts, you do need a petticoat. I made a dress without one once and it didn't look right. It just hung weirdly. But I've made this dress twice. Once in a very cute yellow fabric with foxes all over it and acorns in a nice light cotton, and I made it again with a slightly heavier orange herringbone twill. And I actually had to stop making them because I was going to be making too many, and I realised that I need some diversity in my wardrobe. But it was a really nice, slightly challenging, it's not an easy sew to put on, but I do actually think it's something that, again, if you're looking to progress into sewing, definitely give that a go. And because I made it out of a lighter cotton, I've got a nice summer dress, which I should probably wear actually soon because it's nice and warm outside at the moment. But I've also got my orange twill dress, which is a bit heavier, so it's more of an autumn. I mean, the orange itself just screams autumn, but it's a kind of a changing of the seasons a little bit. And because it's a pinafore, I can put a shirt underneath it, I can put a top underneath it. If I wanted to, I could maybe get a jumper to put over the top and make it look like I'm wearing a skirt. I could do that, and you could too. And that's what I think makes it essential, because it's something that is a classic vintage shape. It's a good introduction into vintage sewing, but you don't need all the, well, how does one say, accoutrement that you need with some of these dresses, because you just need the poof. I don't need any of that. And that's why I think it's essential in terms of vintage sewing. So that is it. To recap, the top, we have the Lark tee by Grainline Studios. For the bottoms, we have Tilly and the Buttons, Bibi skirt. For the one piece, we have the Merchant and Mills factory dress. For the layer, we have the Twig and Tail Pathfinder vest. And for the wild card, we have the vintage style print 1028 pinafore dress and skirt combination. There you go, those are my 5. What are your 5s? Let me know. But whilst we're on the subject, I haven't actually formally approached these two lovely sewists, but I'm hoping that they will be amenable. I know that they have a lot of sewing up behind them, and I would love to see what their essential 5s are. So I'm asking very kindly of Andrea from Andrea Makes and Angela from Just Me and My Fabric to maybe share the love and share their top 5 handmade essentials. Well, this has been a Crazy Cat Lady Productions. You have been watching an unoriginal idea. Until next time, guys, take care. Bye-bye.